Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Classified Captures. Brace yourselves for a spine-tingling odyssey that will send shivers down your spine, leaving you breathless and teetering on the precipice of suspense. Are you ready to embark on a thrill-filled quest? If so, hang on tight as we jump right in. Next is a trail cam footage that's as scary as it is intriguing. Take a look at the image. This was captured by a trail cam situated at an undisclosed location. Although the image lacks clarity, we can vividly see a ginormous creature standing meters away from the camera. It's walking on its 2 feet like a human would, but with a body that doesn't quite look human. It's muscular with a heavy build. A part of me suspects that it might have a lot of fur as well, but that's not made clear by the image. It doesn't take Sherlock Holmes to realize that we're dealing with a cryptid, and in this case, it's none other than Bigfoot. But that leaves us with questions. Where did it come from? And is that particular location safe? I guess we'll never know. Next, we have this series of photos that recently raise intriguing questions. At first glance, they appear to be ordinary pictures of deer in a wooded area. However, as each subsequent photo is illuminated using the Stealth Cam app, spectral images start to emerge. One photo displays a red hue while another reveals a yellow tint. Once these images were shared with the paranormal community, speculation quickly arose. Some believe that these ghostly figures captured on camera are the spirits of deceased deer that have not yet transitioned to the next plane, a concept that pushes the boundaries of our understanding and challenges our perception of the natural and supernatural world. As extraordinary as that sounds, we'd love to hear your thoughts about it. What do you think about the whole thing? Ever wondered what it would be like if Spider-Man's spider bit a deer instead of a human? Well, prepare yourselves for this mind-boggling image that has been circulating among our followers. According to the sender, their trail cam captured this astonishing sight, a deer with multiple legs and spider-like eyes. However, upon closer inspection, it becomes clear that this image is far from authentic. While it would certainly be a remarkable sight if such a creature existed, we can confidently say that this is nothing more than a poorly executed attempt to deceive the paranormal community. As much as we thrive on exploring the mysteries of the supernatural, we're committed to upholding the integrity of our investigations. Rest assured, we won't pass off hoaxes as genuine phenomena. Nonetheless, it's fascinating to ponder the possibilities. What are your thoughts on this peculiar image? Still on unexplained images, take a look at this trail cam capture. At first glance, it looks like an everyday picture of the woods, but take a closer look. There's a big, furry creature moving in the background just behind the trees. Is it possible that we're looking at a bear, a gorilla, or perhaps another type of ape? A closer examination and you'd realize that whatever the creature is, it's definitely not any of these animals. It appears to walk upright with a human-like gait. Judging by its height in relation to the trees, it could be said that the creature is also quite tall. I'm convinced that we're dealing with a cryptid here, and only one fits the bill: Bigfoot. But what do you think? This next capture is quite the wild one. It was taken as far back as 2011 in the backyard of the trail cam owner. At first glance, the capture shows a furry cat staring towards the camera. However, upon closer inspection, something else becomes apparent. If you examine the image more closely, you'll notice 2 eyes and a face also peering toward the camera. The face exudes an ominous aura, evoking a sense of impending malevolence. However, beyond these details, the image remains shrouded in mystery. The one who posted it online hadn't posted anything again since. We can only hope that the individual is fine, but what do you make of the capture? Share your thoughts with us. Get ready for our next mind-boggling clip, straight from the heart of the woods. This trail cam footage captures a creature like no other strolling through the forest like it owns the place. The trees stand tall, adorned with lush green leaves, as if they're in on its secret. Just take a look at the footage. It's as tall as those majestic trees, with arms so long they practically graze the ground. And here's the kicker. It moves with a slow but human-like gait that makes some folks think it's Bigfoot. Others within the paranormal community, however, think it's a whole new kind of cryptid, one that's managed to stay under the radar till now. The non-believers in the paranormal are amused by these assertions and reckon it's just a dude in a fancy costume. Yeah, right. But what's your take? Do you think it's a real deal, or is it just another hoax? Share your thoughts in the comments section. 'Tis the season for celebration, but this joy is short-lived when a woman hears growling from deep within the woods near her. While it's natural for someone to flee in such situations, this courageous woman defies her instinctual fear and bravely ventures toward the source of the menacing growls. Equipped with her phone, she begins recording and ventures deep into the woods. As she approaches, she delicately pushes aside vegetation, which reveals what you are currently seeing on your screens. And yes, that's a black creature crouched at the tree with something reddish where its mouth should be. The woman didn't stay for long and ran immediately after she saw the creature. But what is it? Some who saw the video claim it's a mystical creature or a cryptid with a fiery mouth. Believe me when I say we at Classified Captures love the paranormal as much as anyone, but that assertion is just ridiculous. That's definitely a black panther with its mouth open. Take a look at this image. What do you see? Almost everyone in our team who saw this thought it was some exotic cat. But would you believe us if we told you it was a raccoon? Yes, you heard that correctly, a raccoon. According to the owner of this trail cam capture, it's an odd-looking raccoon that's often spotted in the area where the trail cam was placed. They initially thought it was some paranormal creature, but later found out it was just a raccoon suffering from leucism. For those unfamiliar with that condition, it's a rare genetic mutation that affects the pigmentation of an animal's fur or scales or feathers. And that, not the paranormal, is the reason the raccoon you see looks the way it does. But do tell us, which type is your favorite? The usual dark raccoon or this exotic white-looking one? Stepping away from raccoons, we have this eerie and quite frankly very disturbing footage. It was taken from the body cam of a young man exploring what looks like a tunnel in the woods. Wondering what I'm talking about? Watch this. You saw it, didn't you? A creature emerged from the darkness, screaming and terrifying the person exploring. And what exactly was it? Due to the video's quality, it's difficult to discern. It appears to be a humanoid creature with beady eyes. All who saw the video thought it might be a skinwalker, but we disagree. A second look and the mystery surrounding the creature dissipates. You start to realize that you might actually be looking at a computer-generated image. At least, that's what we think. But what do you think? Next, we have this trail cam capture, which is nothing but a hazy image. Despite the image's haziness, a discernible silhouette emerges. The silhouette bears a resemblance to Darth Vader from Star Wars, but it's highly unlikely this image was taken on Mustafar. What then are we looking at? While the truth remains unknown, our suspicion leans towards this being a cryptid. Take a look at its hands and you'll realize it has what looks like claws, and although it seems to wear something, I suspect it might just be fur. Discerning the features does not, however, tell us what it is. It's hard to believe it's Bigfoot given the claws and slender body. But what do you think we're dealing with here? Could it be a never-before-seen creature? Is it a new kind of cryptid, or is it merely an emaciated Bigfoot? Share your thoughts with us in the comments section. Next, we have this capture from a trail camera set up in Virginia. Take a look at the capture. Yes, we know it's blurry et al., but what do you see? Hard to say, right? Well, there are some who think that it's a lizard, others think it's a turtle, and some think it's a snake. But here's the kicker. The trail cam is situated on a tree at least 4 feet from the ground. That makes you wonder about it being a turtle. The uploader of the footage, however, refused to mention where it was, leaving it up to our imaginations. Given that West Virginia is known for its snake populations, we're leaning toward it being a snake. After all, the snakes in West Virginia are also known to climb trees. But do tell us, have you ever captured an image like this on your trail camera? If you have, what creature was it? Next, we have this really odd trail cam capture. In it, we see a stack of orbs arranged in a vertical manner. If we weren't knowledgeable of the paranormal, we'd ignore this as a bad capture, but knowing that orbs are usually an indication of spiritual or paranormal activity, we found this capture interesting. Could the trail cam have been situated in a place rich with spiritual and paranormal activity? We couldn't help but wonder, but experts have suggested that the stacked orbs could be the result of a bug distorting the capture. However, we find it difficult to believe since we don't see the typical shape of a bug. So we must ask, what are your thoughts on the matter? Could we be witnessing the paranormal? Is it just a bug, or could it be something entirely different? Share your thoughts with us in the comments section. Do you believe in ghosts? Well, if you didn't, then perhaps this capture is for you. A wildlife photographer had set up his trail camera in the heart of the woods, hoping to capture some night photos of the wildlife in the area. Imagine his surprise when he reviewed the footage and saw what you see on your screens. Do you see it? Take a closer look at the mysterious, blurry figure lurking on the right side of the screen. Notice how it appears as a smoky, ethereal creature lingering on the right side of the screen. So, what's going on here? Your guess is as good as ours. Why is it there? Did it suddenly materialize in our realm? Could it be on a hunt for unsuspecting deer? Can we even trust the authenticity of this image? Well, that's one thing we can't say for sure. What do you think? This next clip was taken by an Indonesian YouTuber and his adventurous friends who set out to capture thrilling encounters with dangerous animals. Little did they know they would stumble upon something entirely unexpected. As they ventured deeper into the woods, their cameras rolling, a humanoid creature darted into the darkness, eluding their pursuit. Undeterred, the fearless crew gave chase, but the elusive being outpaced them, disappearing into the night. The creature they encountered was peculiar indeed, a naked humanoid with elongated limbs and a hairless head crouched in an enigmatic pose. Upon reviewing the footage, they made a startling discovery. The mysterious creature had actually been walking around them the entire time, and they never noticed. But what was it? Was it an extraterrestrial being, an otherworldly visitor, or could it be a clever fabrication by the YouTubers? The truth remains elusive, but what do you think? In Chinese culture, dragons are a spiritual symbol of strength, good luck, and the yang. Legend has it that dragons are serpentine creatures capable of breathing fire and soaring through the skies. For centuries, dragons were deemed mythical creatures. However, in 2017, everything changed when a dragon-like skeleton was unearthed in a Chinese town. The skeletal remains possess a serpentine form, encapsulating the very essence of the fabled dragon. As news of this extraordinary finding spread worldwide, people were left astounded, grappling with the question of whether this was indeed the real deal. Skeptics chimed in, suggesting the possibility of an elaborate hoax, with claims that the bones could have been meticulously arranged to mimic a dragon's form using fragments from other animals. It's rumored that scientists came around to inspect the bones and take them to their labs for testing, but no result has been released yet, which leaves this a mystery. What do you think, though? In this next footage, a person was taking a stroll one night when he comes across a creature crouched on the floor. The creature resembles a goblin with unnaturally smooth plastic-like skin and eerily glowing eyes. As he grabbed his phone to capture the scene, the creature became aware of his presence and started moving aggressively towards him, emitting spine-chilling, otherworldly noises. As realistic as this looks and sounds, I must say the one who created this CGI is very good, because I was genuinely almost spooked. What about you? When I hear fairies, I think of Tinkerbell and her crew, quite a huge contrast from what was captured in this footage. This footage was taken by a group of kids who went playing at the playground. While playing near a tree, their attention was drawn to a peculiar creature fluttering in the air, resembling what they initially thought was a dragonfly. Driven by curiosity, the brave kids made the daring decision to climb the tree and get a closer look at the intriguing insect. Little did they know they were in for an unexpected surprise. A humanoid creature flew off of the tree, and they realized all too soon that what they thought to be a dragonfly was an ugly-looking little creature. Scared, they climbed down and ran away. Unlike the CGI goblin, this creature looks much more realistic. Could that be what fairies look like? Have we been misled by Disney to believe that dangerous creatures are actually cute? Share your thoughts in the comments section. Unlike the previous trail cam owners on this list, this man actually intended to capture a paranormal on his trail cam. He'd heard the area he had set up his trail cam was a magnet for such, and he wanted to capture the next viral cryptid. Imagine his shock when he realized that his camera had actually captured a humanoid creature. Upon closer examination of the image, his excitement quickly turned into disappointment. While he may have captured a humanoid, it was no cryptid, but a human with questionable fashion choices. But hey, who are we to judge another person's fashion sense, right? For our next video, we have something rather odd and quite unanticipated. And no, it's not a paranormal creature or event. I mean, well, how do I explain? We'll watch the footage. Yep, that's definitely one gifted elephant. We have no idea why that elephant suddenly broke the fence and what it was looking for, but looking down below, we can definitely say he was looking for a damsel. But judging by how the video ended, we doubt he found one. Poor thing. Our hearts go out to this lonely creature, and we hope that it encounters a Mrs. Elephant soon, as it undoubtedly deserves some luck in the romance department. How will you explain this? A fox and a wolf frozen when it looks like they were about to attack each other. If someone told us this was possible, we'd no doubt dispute it. But here we're seeing two predators frozen in time just as they were about to attack each other. Was their intense desire to attack each other so overpowering that they momentarily forgot the reality of the situation, or could there be other factors at play? Perhaps in a whimsical twist, Elsa from Frozen paid them a visit. Well, we can't say for sure, but if there is a scientific explanation for this, please do share it with us. We'd like to hear it. And that wraps it up for this episode. We'll see you in the next one.